welcome to UK Gaming Network's Top 5 Games of April 2016. We're a little bit late this month with our countdown, but that's what comes from attending the Blackpool Play Expo and from having a month packed with top quality gaming. Once again, it's been difficult to narrow down our choices to a top 5, with a few really good titles falling just short. As ever, only brand new games are eligible for our countdown. HD remakes, early access, and games released earlier on other systems, like the superb Dirt Rally, which arrived on consoles this month and remains highly recommended, are not included.
Number 5.
It's been a strange month, and nearly every game in our top 5 has a retro feel to it. None more so than Pange Adventures, which is the latest sequel to a long-forgotten arcade game released way back in 1989. I have particularly strong memories of the many hours I spent playing the excellent Amiga version. This latest sequel, co-developed by Pasta Games, makers of the UKGN office favourite Pix the Cat, perfectly captures the gameplay of the 27-year-old original, but wraps it up in a modern presentation that makes it feel fresh for anyone not familiar with the series. Like all the best arcade games, it has a simplicity to the gameplay that makes it easy to pick up and is challenging enough to keep you coming back for more. Thanks to the excellent 2-player options, score challenges and the aptly named Panic mode, there's more than enough here to warrant your return.
Number 4.
Like its predecessors, Dark Souls 3 harks back to a time where games didn't come laden with a lengthy tutorial and a choice of difficulty, and it's all the better for it. You're forced to discover everything for yourself through exploration, trial and error, and by dying many times. If you've never been a fan of the Dark Souls series, then there's nothing in Dark Souls 3 that's going to change your mind. It's more similar to Demon's Souls and Bloodborne in its structure, and certainly less forgiving than Dark Souls 2. Being the first game in the series to abandon the last generation of consoles, it features some truly breathtaking scenery and populates it with some equally grotesque opponents standing between you and your destination. After 5 games, the formula still works, but we generally hope that this is the end of the trilogy and From Software don't start to run the franchise into the ground.
Number 3.
Housemarque certainly have a knack with explosions. Just like the superb Resogun, which was the best PS4 launch title, Alienation fills the screen with a constant supply of things going boom in spectacular ways. It actually has more in common with their Dead Nation series, but in place of the zombie hordes we now get a swarming pack of alien menace instead. The action never lets up as the game throws more and more cannon fodder at you of various size and speed. Fortunately, you also have the arsenal to cope, and there's a very welcome level of strategy to the proceedings. But it's the Diablo-inspired loot system that will keep you coming back for more. Grab a group of friends together and the co-op gameplay is excellent, but it would have been so much better with a local option to complement the online. But this is the only disappointment in an otherwise brilliant and addictive shooter from a developer at the top of their game.
Number 2.
Even after 3 years, Don't Starve is a game that we continue to return to. So when the sort of sequel finally came out of early access this month, the only question on our lips was which place in the top 5 would it occupy. Don't Starve Together does everything a good sequel should. It doesn't mess with the winning formula of the original, improves the graphics and adds a bunch of new features. Multiplayer is the key new ingredient, and while sadly limited to online play, the ability to share worlds with other human players offers a fantastic new way to play. There's no right way or wrong way to play, and there are some new and interesting characters to play as, each with secret abilities and traits to learn. We can't think of a game where death is more devastating than it is here, and yet we still find ourselves coming back for more time and again. That in itself is a testament to just how much fun this game is.
Number 1.
There's no game this year that we've played as much as Dodge Roll's Enter the Gungeon, which manages to not only be the best game of the month, but also arguably the best named game of the year so far. It's a roguelike twin-stick shooter with challenging boss fights, a massive amount of secrets to discover, and a huge amount of guns, many of which aren't quite as useless as they first appear. As you'd expect, levels are generated randomly, meaning that no two games will ever be the same, and it all lands on the right side of difficulty, which means that it's tough but never unfairly so. We're still finding new things after nearly 15 hours of gameplay. This is a game that has easily joined the ranks alongside Spelunky, The Swindle and Rogue Legacy as a game that we'll happily play multiple times over on different consoles. So that's it for another month. That was our top 5 games of April 2016. Feel free to tell us that we've got it wrong in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back at the end of May with what's looking like being the most competitive month of the year so far. Thanks for watching.